that we don't have Bubba's breath anymore. I mean, yes, sonar is really good, but getting just the instantaneous stinky breath that knocks people down is pretty fun.
It was very powerful. I think we also saw a lot of our higher MMR community members realize that that was kind of the game when that buff showed up, and would really change their whole strategy around it. Especially there was a storm shift that kind of spawned some of those endgame bosses really early on, and so sometimes that just meant you had it for the rest of the game, which was
I have
quite
won
powerful.
several games because
There you go. You're one of the said higher MMR players, BeoMulf.
I'm sure, we'll take it. But more importantly, I'm like, man, the lobby I was in, no one else was going for it. I'm like, great, we got to beat one team, we got Bubba, and it was great. But
well,
it works out.
Who knows? Maybe they come back in some form or another. You can never say die in this.
Well, one thing we can say, living to, I guess, instead of dying, is 10 teams, 4 players each. This is the 4v4 lobby. We got a chicken going. We got the drop leader, player name. Thank you, Chile, for that. But we got a drop getting ready to go. Looks like we got a gold vault bottom side
as well.
Oh, okay. No storm shift.
Yeah,
that's fun.
There's definitely a chance that we'll get it. So you're seeing some people probably drop in. Looks like Academy right off the bat.
Go get those XP tomes as quick as possible. Try to get to level 4 ASAP to make sure you're as much power budget as possible. So honestly, with the zone going over that, right? I guess I'm a little surprised to not see as much of Academy tries. Like looks like it's only one team that really went for it.
Yeah, I think it's just one. I think right now I'll see all the teams pop up on the minimap as soon as drone drops. All right, so it looks like a south favored option. Lots of action down here near Scavenger Bay and Shipyard.
Yeah, there's some sort of epic item in the vault. I guess we'll see what that is once it pops up. But for now, well, it's a level advantage from the red team. At least they're on the flow, so you're gonna have to back up a little bit. But Shrike is unfortunately shooting their shots, but they get locked down a little bit by the wall. So again, Tom kicking the rest. Looks like they're gonna have to fight away for the time being, getting caught on the rails, back up against the spiked wall. But for now, again, gonna find your way out. It's a better position for the red team. It's a little bit stronger of a level lead. You have access to level 3 to all your skills, short of your ultimate. So it makes sense. And now, well, what is that in the vault there? It's something fun.
You see a nuke and a high tier backpack and a capture ball. Nuke is people definitely like nuke, especially when we're in the late game and those circles make a big difference. Looks like we actually do have another team kind of moving in on this, and they'll see the vault. They can see the percentage going down on the map, so they know someone's here.
It is 2s and 3s versus 2s and 3s looking for a flag. Rocket jump on top. Look at that. On top. And it's so low. And the Shrike as well says, oh, we'll take that. Yeah, we may not kill you, but we'll take your vault. They're going to get on top of him as well. Shrike gets low. Shots are not going to land until barely. Oh, misses the shot, but no, the freeze doesn't hit. Okay, they're going to try to chase this down. It's worth trying to get Abador down. And...
ran out of glider fuel.
Okay.
Wow, what a great ambush from Puppy. Just jumped around the corner, immediately punched them, and I think they probably end up getting all the powers in the vault as well.
They did.
Yeah, that was a nice little ambush.
Yeah, we got nuke on someone. We got high tier backpack on someone else. You see those orange icons next to their names. Man, can we even call that a third party, Chile? Like,
no, that was just a
party
great
with yourself.
gank. I think that's what that was.
So that certainly is going to give a decent amount of power to the team that picks up. But for now, okay. The other benefit when we talk about Project Loki and we talk about how it works as Battle Royale, there is plentiful respawn beacons all over the place. So yeah, you lose a player or two. Yeah, they're going to lose their armor. They're going to lose some money. But you do have this opportunity to go and get yourself back. As now this red team, they respawn. They got their team back, although not sure where the 4th player is. But now they're starting to fight down some biome bots to get them to get a little bit more power there.
Yeah, it looks like this one has a grappling hook. Grappling hook is a very powerful mobility tool. And it looks like actually to the north, you can see the green team maybe spotted that again. Are they going to come try and go for a second round? These two making an in-game rivalry right now, but I'm not sure they've seen each other yet.
I mean, it's like, look, we know we're in a good spot. Recall's gonna go off, trying to cancel that one down, and yeah, Abador again is gonna have to run away. Did a really nice job the first time, ran out of gas, but this time run away just a little bit more, trying to chain those Shrike shots together to really get the damage done, but no shot,
Poor Abador.
Opportunity. Poor Abador, right?
really
deaths already this
a
game.
glutton for punishment.
Yeah, take me, right? Look, take me down. The rest of my team's gonna go find a respawn beacon. We're gonna get back up. Who really cares if I die early, right? Like, it's only gray armor. Who cares?
Yeah. It's definitely more of a hit to pride than anything else. We have a team riding the train here. The train is starting to get a little more popular again now that it's got some more gear options. See, and this team, it looks like this is our orange armor team as well. Zekin and Adamark, some known names here, and they might be looking to take some fights early if they see anything, because that orange armor can often be quite a difference maker, especially early on. But right now they're just chilling.
I am. Well, okay, they're gonna pop off now. Looking, is there anyone south of them? Looks like no one's really been there just yet. So
just this kind of mint green team. So yeah, probably not at the moment. They're just looking.
Give them. Yeah, they're just looking. I'm holding the edge because, of course, the zone's coming in. Also, it's gonna give them a campfire, right? So you got a little bit of zone control, a little bit of vision control. We're not quite there, but we're going to start to get to this point where holding those bonfires and packing them up and taking them with you is a really important macro play. But for now, yeah, they're just kind of trying to play the edge of the zone, looking to catch someone as they show up going forward. Unfortunately for them, there's no one there. And this red team, how many players have died? I don't really know. But hey, they've gotten some armor.
Yeah.
They've gotten blue armor on one of their players. They are revealed, though, and you got to be careful.
Yeah, you can see they grabbed that. There was a ghost spawn that spawned on kind of right away. They got him. Players starting to really start to plan around these ghosts. They do spawn in the same areas every time, so if you're thinking about it, you can kind of get there in time and get that XP advantage. I don't think I've learned them all myself yet, but it's cool to see players starting to actually like route around those.
If you haven't, I certainly have not. But man, as we look at how this map is developing, we got one team in the circle, another two kind of holding the edge, so we can consider them as part of the circle. And the rest are very far north, as they're going to be forced to eventually go right side, go to the east, and make something happen. But for now, we got raided. We got one of the devs sitting there holding the high ground, looking for a hook on Kingpin with the rest of his team behind. They've heard the Lime team. They know that something's there. Like, nothing's in range. There's no vision. So it looks like Lime Green, they're going to find their way around the right side. Sneaky beaky like. They're going to be able to find their way into the zone. And in fact, they might be able to get a flank going here.
Yeah, a lot of teams starting to kind of like make their way onto this western edge. You can see on the side here. I think that at some point they're going to have to make some decisions. And it looks like Lime Green did not get 5 off of that, so they're still everyone at 4. Oh, they're putting down a bonfire. Like you mentioned earlier, this can be a really good way to kind of hold an area.
Vision's super important for that. And still, no one's getting 5 off these creeps. You just need a little bit more as well, gold chest gets dropped, right? So I guess the good chest, right? Not the evil chest.
Yeah. The morally pure chest.
Well, the less morally great chest, I guess. We talk about that. And we're still not getting, man, three big creeps down, and we're still not getting level 5 on these guys. They want their ults. They're just not getting them.
Yeah, we can see a few teams here, though. We got Mint, who we've checked out in on a few times. They probably actually had a little bit of XP from all those kills they got earlier. And you can see Puppy, he looks like probably did open one of those evil chests because they have radioactive. That's a power that's going to shred through armor. Up very, very strong. Teams really like to rely on armor, so sometimes it can be a bit of a surprise when suddenly armor is no longer the defense that you want it to be. Speaking of orange armor, here's our orange armor team again. Blue in the bottom.
Yeah. It's a nice position they got as well. I mean, there's really no way to attack into them, not with the spiked walls right there and the dead airspace. So I'm not sure how that sits on the zone though.
They're all in it right now. Yeah.
Okay. So that's good news at the very least, is they're not going to be forced to move all that quickly. But the other thing to point out is, yeah, we talked about that team that has radioactive. They also were able to take one of the big biome souls, or the big bosses there. That's a nice hook coming in from the ping pin. Not going to get the execute, though. So for now, it seems like they're going to back up, hold the high ground, and once again, dashing on top with the freeze, and just gliding over top. No one dies. But it is a decent amount of armor that is getting shredded away. And because we saw the XP soul get taken in the middle of the map, there's a death zone that has this pink team dropped away, running away. It's not a good position for them to be in. They're going to back out for now. It looks like green holds a little bit better of a position, holding this pylon on the edge of the zone. Because again, players are going to have to go through there.
Yeah, but there is still more to happen as we have purple and dark red kind of flashing now. Purple holding the top side. Windforcer very low on this freeze, but manages to get out of there. And should be all right to heal up. You saw the gunner ult whiff through, but that would have been probably an instant kill if they had landed it.
Absolutely. It looks like we got a humorology here. He's got what is it, ghillie suit, right? That lets you hide in the bushes. So
yep.
There we go, just hiding himself away a little bit. And you know, Tom kicking the rest. I like the position on the ship. There we go, looking to find their way in. They're gonna have to dash across things now because the circle is getting smaller. Rocket jump in, but there is nowhere to go on that one. So running away does not get the flutter, does not get the toggle, will get knocked down. And we're starting to get to this point where the 3 revives are not to the point where they used to be. The map is getting smaller. Right. There are still plenty of teams. And first of all, the revive beacons have been used. Second of all, you're much more likely to get contested as this game goes later. Yeah,
the fewer and farther between. Oh no, Zach dying to the laser, sadly. Venomous, it looks like not the last one, but green team definitely taking a beating. Venomous, and I think this might be rated over here as well. So those are the last 2 on green. Maybe rated can fix this pillar. Yep. So you can fix these ruined ones for 2,500 gold, and then you can start to use them. So it looks like that's a green team's plan to get back in it. As long as nobody stops them, but I think they're pretty open and clear.
So Chile, talking about the lasers, as a rough guess, how many times did you personally die to the lasers?
I don't want to talk about that. I don't know why we need to cover this important part about my history. I think the danger with the lasers is sometimes you think you can fly over them, and it turns out that sometimes you cannot as well as you can. But anyway, we've got a big fight going on. Freeze ult coming up. Manages to get 1 stun. I think Mower's probably going to take off his enemy flow. Oh wow, a grab from Kingpin in the back. And we know Lemur doesn't have his ult anymore. So can they actually finish him off? It looks like red team is still going to stand up on top. Green just unfortunately continues to be back. And that's another one down. And green, do they have 1 left? It looks like they do. It's Freeze trying to rotate from the backside. Zach Mazer here looking for their best way in. There's a ruined beacon down here, or maybe it's going to be a most wanted play. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, man, that hook was a bit of a bait, right? You go, like, great, we got the hook off to the side, we got someone isolated, but unfortunately, too many resources had been spent. His most wanted here is going to try to stay alive on Lime Green, but nope, not at all. Gets dashed right on through, and hey, that's a nice little bit of a benefit for the blue team that does stay alive, but that's a second squad down. The other way to look at this, though, Chile, 8 teams remain as the green is going to try to sit here. The 1 remaining team from that fight earlier on holding the position, but absolutely, well, actually, that's an excellent freeze ult, but is there enough damage on the backside? No, there's not. He's going to have to run away. It was a great ult, absolutely, but with a 0 follow-up, Chile, all it's going to be is a great ult and a bit of a runaway, bit of an escape.
Yeah, but they did make it out with their life, and I think against a team of all orange armors, 1v4, you're probably pretty happy with that, but it does mean that Zach Mazer's search for a way back in is going to continue. Meanwhile, the center of the machine here, you can see more of these lasers, and looks like we've had a chest open here. We have an evil chest up here, and a couple teams kind of floating around the edge. So machine looking like a hot location at this point in the game.
Certainly. Now, I hear, Chile, that you're a big fan of the evil chest, but to be evil, all right, to be morally repugnant, I guess to use the term you used earlier, you have to actually done something or hold some controversial opinion. So tell me, these chests, what have they done that makes them so bad?
Well, I guess the direct answer is you can only get keys from killing other players. So I guess in the morality of this world, that's considered slightly worse. So that is where you get the keys. They're a random drop from PvP combat. The other keys will drop randomly from creeps in the game. So I guess not to be a judging person, but why are we fighting, guys? You know, maybe there's enough resources left for us to all get along.
I mean, you say that, but this game also incentivizes you and tells you that, yeah, you should fight. In fact, it's not all that bad if you kill someone, because they're going to find some way back up.
That's true.
So
yeah, death is
I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that, you know, killing someone is this moral repugnancy that we're talking about. Not in this game.
I'll take your note, BeoMulf. I think the version of it that I think is probably the best answer is I just find it funny to think that a chest is evil.
Okay, fair enough. Oh yeah, no, it's actually a trap. You get on top of it and you just die.
Yeah.
That being said, we do have a Masamune on the bottom side, which is just a massive power boost if someone's going to be able to claim it. But it looks like no one's really opting for that at the moment. Because, hey, you got this. Actually, no, I guess the orange team was able to pull that one down and get themselves a nice epic item. Just really bonuses to all the stats. But so we got a bit of a oh no, the laser.
You gotta watch out for that one. Yeah, and we got a circle that's really pushing everyone into this bottom side of the map. And it's tough to fight around that laser because you have to kind of plan for it in all of your engages as well. So red team actually put a bonfire down, and blue team is immediately trying to take it. But red is pushing them back off. They're saying, no, we didn't put that there for you. That is our bonfire, please. They do take control of it.
That being said, that is a significant cooldown that was spent with the nuke there. So they're not going to have that nice big area removal power as we're going to see just division the bombs getting dropped ever so often. But with the spike wall, with the spike wall that used to be there, it's it's hard to move over. But chonkers, they do a actually, that's just a single chonker. It's not a cannon. We bounce them right back and forth between the two. So again, you're looking for these really god positions, right? A position that only has maybe one ground access that you can set some spike walls up on, that you can put vision on top of. Because there are 6 squads left, and this circle is getting very small, Chile. You want your spot.
Yeah, you can see that it looks like Blue's plan currently is to just pelt this team with artillery. They have mortars, they have chonkers. I mean, it hasn't made anything. Oh, they have lasers too. Wow, they're just absolutely going full destructibles. So it hasn't made anything happen yet, but if suddenly they get a surprising amount of damage, maybe some team will jump in. We can see actually it looks like Logic Prevails here has picked up that radioactive. We saw that earlier in the game, so I think they must have taken it off some other player. Taking a look at the macro map right now, 6 teams all seem pretty content to stay in their own locations. I mean, look, you want to be the winner of this thing, so maybe that means sometimes you need to play a little more conservatively.
And the big news here as well is we don't have a team that's down a player. We have 6 teams left, 24 players remain, as they're gonna, okay, so what do we call that? The mob team tries to establish position north, which is kind of a rough position if you look at it. Yeah, there's only one access point in, but if they get bounced around, there's a bunch of spiked walls that can deny healing, and that makes life maybe not the end of the world for them, but certainly something that might be a little bit annoying. And the question now is, what's going to force them to move? Yes, there is a zone that is slowly closing, but it's not moving all that quickly, and instead, actually, it's going to be red trying to take a first move here. We're going to see Nuke go down to blow down the bonfire, which means less vision, less control, less ability to cook your food, and make sure you got a little bit more health right there. So the blue team, they're getting shoved in by the zone, and they've lost their bonfire. So they've lost that vision control, which theoretically allows for the red team to try to make a hit, to try to make something happen, because again, they have to move as well. Looking to move forward. Nuke's going to get dropped, trying to section things off. Everything's going haywire, and it's going to be a big shot, but immediate revive. And with all the artillery on the ground, all these death zones on the ground, looks like it's actually not going to be all that bad. I don't know that they're necessarily going to be able to chase, but look at lime green, look at green, looking to maybe make a steal. The Kingpin, the laser's keeping the weight. He doesn't want to make this happen. Red continues to push forward, drop steal, knocks everyone up, and it will be some death here. Finally, someone's dying, and somehow OC-15 is not going to survive. Not at the end of the day, is going to get knocked down, and it probably going to get spiked down eventually, and it's one player remaining, Spades, hiding away that rocket jumper. Actually, I'm sorry, that flow, or Spark, there we go, that's what it is. Yeah, looking to find a way forward. But with one player remaining on that squad, they're going to have to, I don't know that a regen or revive is going to happen. Ideally, what you're looking for here, you're looking for most
though. Up here in the north.
No way, absolutely not. That's not legal. Dash forward, tries to get on top of Logic. Not going to knock him down, but dodges the shot. Doesn't get the revive, but at the very least is able to stay alive here. What you're looking for right now is most wanted. Is the jump pad's not working out for him. Eventually, you're going to ride on cooldowns here. 1v4 is not enough, but look at the third party. Right side coming in from purple. And how are we supposed to cast this? It's like dark reddish purple versus other purple, and they're effectively the same color, Chile.
It's hard when you have so many players. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to the Storm there. Actually, really bold move to try and go for the revive, and they almost pulled it off. I think we missed it, but they were very, very close to getting a pick and keeping that happen, so much respect. It's scary to do late in the game, but sometimes you just have to go for it.
I'm being called colorblind in the chat, but I'm pretty sure that, especially the lighting of that area with all the effects going down, like purple and burgundy, those colors are pretty similar. That being said, look at this position that purple has. I mean, I guess it's okay, right? They have this campfire, but they got lasers in them all over the time. It's actually Burgundy, or if Burgundy's going to try to show up again, find on the other side of these lasers. We see tons of spells getting dropped, but the big thing, there's a chonker cannon right there just shooting ever so often shooting that big chonker across, but it's not angled quite properly. And for now, we're going to see one of Lavender go down. Third party on the right side, Freeze Ult keeps most things alive. It's going to dodge the flow ult. Well, at the end of the day, one Freeze is going to have to get out. Going away, shots are not going to land. Nice stuff, Flutter. No, never mind.
That was a good try. Yeah, they kind of, the laser is really throwing people off. I think you don't normally have to fight for this long around lasers. You know, you just kind of you see them and you go through them and you keep moving. But having them, this one especially on a constant rotation, it's really tough to plan around. So I think it's something that's throwing a little bit of a wrench in everyone's plans, and maybe why everyone's like pretty comfortable to stay on their own islands as well. We have 4 teams left right now.
This is probably the most technical final circle or final kind of zone setup that's seen in quite a while. I mean, fighting around all these the lasers going all over the place, very limited entry and exit points, but now that's an entry. Freeze Ult goes off, and it looks like for the most part they're going to be able to find their way out. Good hook as well, and the execute is going to be there in time, but now into the zone, no healing, bounced away from the freeze wall. There's nothing the Kingpin can do. He's just so out of the fight right now. So even so, Red's going to sit around, barely stays alive here, looks to get the heal up, and they don't know he's there. He's able to heal back up once again. Certainly no armor. At the very least, he's got some food. Dashes onto the bottom side, avoids things. Red team's going to try to find him here. He's going to feather the jump, stays alive until he doesn't. The fact that he stayed alive is insane. Laser's going to go off, not going to hit anyone, but look, Burgundy is doomed. Purple tries to find their way in on top of this orange team, and they're going to get womboed down. Nuke in the air. There's nowhere for them to run. It's all about the freeze ult. All about them trying to get nice and chilly in. It's going to be a good ult, but Purple, they got one as well. Red comes in. Oh, get right to the cavalry. The Valkyrie's on. And then I see what's happening.
Just all on this one island. So we have Wind Force is the last one left for Burgundy. Purple is out in the middle of the zone, and it looks like Red is taking control. Dunmere, the last one left on Orange. Everyone is just dropping out flies as Red takes complete control of this last movement. And Windforcer is now, I think, the only person left. And it looks doomed for them. Wow. Lemur, Amber, and Phenom take complete control of, I think this ended up being the last platform in the game and just held it. Some powerful freeze ults. I'm pretty sure we had some multi-team freeze ults there as well at the end.
And we got to point this out as well. Abador, I think he died like 5 times in the first 5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Maybe not 5 times. But he died